So you've started a business, you're gaining momentum, and you're starting to think about the weight of the actions that you take as an enterprise. And if you're not, well, guess what? You should be. A survey by the Small Business Administration found that each year, between 36 to 53% of small businesses have to deal with a lawsuit. Now, it's more common than you think, and it's often sprouts from 5 simple mistakes that you could be making in your business right now. I'm Andy Contiguglia. I'm the owner and the founder of the Contiguglia Law Firm here in Denver, Colorado. We provide ambitious and creative legal solutions for the game-changing company so you can feel confident that your business is protected. So let's take this time. Let's sit down for some coffee, bagels, and legal, and let's talk about the 5 most common legal mistakes that businesses are making. Mistake number 1. The number 1 mistake that small businesses, influencers, and freelancers make is mixing personal funds with their business funds. This is a big no! It's only going to muddy the waters when you're trying to dial in on your performance metrics and accounting efforts, but it could also get you into trouble with the IRS. This is a no-brainer. Have one account for your personal expenses and one account for your business expenses. Process everything you do related to your business out of your business account and everything personal out of your personal account. Now, of course, there are situations where the two might naturally overlap or collide. For example, if you run your business from your house, well, then in theory, parts of your personal life will also be utilized for business purposes, such as your internet usage, your cell phone, maybe even the square footage of your home office. So for clarity on how accurately to handle your funds, make sure that you work with an accounting firm or an accountant that will guide you in what personal expenses are permitted by the IRS as a business expense. Do yourself a favor, keep your expenses separate. And if the IRS comes knocking at your door, well, you're going to wish that you did right from day 1. Mistake number 2. Do you have a formal business structure? Are you operating as an LLC or a corporation perhaps? Well, if you're not operating under a legal business structure, you're doing it all wrong. You have to be exchanging goods or services for money, then it needs to be done on a legal business structure. If this is you, jump over to my recent video about legal structures to get a rundown on what type of business structures would be best for you. Each business structure has different tax assumptions and levels of limited liability protection. All of these would be passed down to a business owner in case your company got sued. So make sure you do your due diligence and select the right business structure to ensure that your business is on the right foot. Mistake number 3. Are you familiar with the securities laws? Yes? No? Maybe a little bit? What are securities laws? Well, these are the laws and set of rules and regulations that promote transparency and prevent market manipulation. These regulations are in place to help investors, think here your venture capitalists, from things like insider trading, fraud, and other types of deception by ensuring full disclosure about investments risks before a transaction is completed. So if you have investors who are funding your venture, it is especially important that your business adheres to all the regulations set forth by state and federal governments when it comes to securities laws. If you fail to properly follow these requirements, you could find yourself facing huge, massive civil penalties, and in some situations, even facing criminal prosecution. So if these elements are foreign to you, it's smart to tap a lawyer to help you. Mistake number 4. The people who come together to create a binding written agreement between them at the time that they launch their business are the ones who will actually end up prospering. I've seen it far too often when partners join together to create a company only to have a fallout that leads to litigation because there were no boundaries or expectations set forth from the beginning. So creating a founder's agreement is in everyone's best interests, and it's something that needs to be prioritized from the very beginning. So think of your founder's agreement as your map to success. I've seen it way too many times. A few good friends come together, start and build a business, yay, right? 5 years later, one person develops a different vision for the business or a different work ethic, and it causes friction between the owners. And then the next thing you know, before you know it, the ownership of the company crumbles into rubble because there was never a strong operating agreement in place that outlined the details of the relationship. Mistake number 5. When you're just starting your business, it seems intuitive to hire an independent contractor to help take care of your business as you begin to grow. Maybe you don't have enough clients to bring on a full-time employee yet, or maybe you don't even offer those services in-house yet. So independent contractors are really enticing, and they can be a big help when you're just getting started. but it also poses a fine line when it comes to the legalities of employment. If you treat an independent contractor too much like an employee, they could come back to file an unemployment claim for you when they are not getting enough work, or sue you for discrimination when you let them go. So the questions here to ask yourself are my contractors performing that same work for other companies as well, or are they only doing it for me? Am I promoting the service that I reap from my contractor as a primary service from my company? Right, these are just a fraction of the 16 factors the IRS and the Department of Labor take into account when considering unemployment claims or if other employment conflicts are taken to court. So be sure that you're handling this employment structure with care to avoid this pitfall. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And if so, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and keep yourself informed about the legalities and the strategies behind protecting your business and building your brand. This channel is all about helping you make sound business decisions that will keep your brand operational and keep your overall business protected for years to come. So, if this video was helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up, click the subscribe button below, and let's get updates to you as we put out new videos each week. And as always, if you have any specific legal questions about your business growth and strategy, feel free to contact me directly. I'm always happy to answer any questions you have. I'm Contiguglia, and until next time, remember, don't skip the legal.